Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Again, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. Dancing to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Vic Fangio's thought about it, and he'll indeed throw the red flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the Texans' 16-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Returnable here for Davis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On 2nd and goal, Jackson flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The point after is good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this 1st half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Point after up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Henry runs as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Being chased out left. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans claw one back. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Ravens add on. Extra point safely through. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! Samaje Perine. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Pushes him over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man right side is Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop it far behind the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down.
And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. On the move to his left. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his... And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they are.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Powerful running. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they certainly have the look of the team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Back to throw here. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.